Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Seska and this is Seska Digital Budgeting. In today's video, we are unstuffing some savings challenges and putting them in their new homes, and we are resetting for 2023. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and stay tuned. All right, so unstuffing and reset for 2023. So like I said, we're going to be unstuffing some challenges, moving them over. We're going to go ahead and start on with that. So we've got a few challenges here that we're going to be playing around with. So to start off, we are just going to go ahead and unstuff the mass majority of these. We're going to take them on out just so it's a little bit easier to work with. So the payday challenge is going into school. These two, the 5K and the 10K, they're actually coming out for now, and I'm going to retire them after I move these guys over into new car. 100 envelope challenge is staying. Emergency fund is moving, car emergency moving, and treat yourself is moving. And then these guys are staying, but we'll talk about those here a little bit later. So I'm gonna pop these back in to their respective home for the time being. All right, so that guy is gonna go over here. So just to start off with the payday challenge. Payday challenge has 100 and some odd dollars in it. 120, 40, 60, 170. So it has $170 in it. We are moving that guy over into my school fund. I didn't really know where I was putting it. I thought about it for a while, but hey, I need more money in my school fund, so that money is just sliding on over in there. Alrighty, and then let's see, let's go to the new car fund right here at the back. This guy's not gonna stay down, but that's fine. So the 2K savings challenge, we have $2,000 in here. And then the 5K savings challenge is going over to my new car fund, which is super exciting for me. So in new car, now we have $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 and $20. I'm still not sure about that $20 and where it came from, but you know, it's staying there until I figure it out. I haven't figured it out yet. And then the emergency fund challenge, what we have in here, we're doing away with the card, and the 140 is going into my emergency fund here. So it's a nice little start out to the year, because we were starting at 1,000 and now we're starting at 1,140. Not even mad. All right, car emergency fund is going in to auto. So doing away with that card, and 170 it looks like. Oh, I was supposed to be writing this down. Emergency fund had, see, this is why you don't do things at the same time. 140. Sorry. Doing multiple things at the same time is probably not the best idea for me because I am a scatterbrain. So auto, the 170 is going into this fund. So in auto now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $602. Woot, woot. And then the last up here, treat yourself. The envelope and the card are going away, and the 220 is going into me and mine, which is actually over here. So me and mine is going over her. So looks like we now in me and mine have 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60, 72. So 372. Makes me happy that that little bump. I didn't like it being so low. All right, so these savings challenges are all going away, but I assure you they are being replaced. So we are keeping, like I said, the 100 envelope challenge where it is at, I'm not even sure. And then we're also keeping the deck of cards challenge here. I am not unstuffing it until that one is complete, and I'm not unstuffing this one until this one is complete. So, I should have kept it in there. I don't know why I didn't. The payday challenge is getting a new card right here that I've got over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and write on in 2023. All right, it's in red, but whatever. So that is getting a brand new card in here. And then, like I said, since we're in the Savings Challenge binder, gonna go ahead and say we've got some new challenges here. Now, I created these. I doubt I'm gonna do all of them all at the same time, but we'll just go through them. So I wanted to basically create more savings challenges that had smaller totals, or had, like this one here, had number options. Instead of putting a basic $20, $25 every single stuffing into like 2 or 3, I wanted to have more options that were lower options so that I could stuff more, and then all of these totals are a lot less than the other totals that just came out. So I still have a Treat Yourself. This one is just for $3.60. I do still have a car savings challenge. That one is $5.65. I think the last one was $1,000. So like this one has, like, you know, the key fob is $10 versus the steering wheel is $15. I have this unnamed unspecified savings challenge. The rest of them are unspecified. For $1.60, cute little cats. That might go towards a cat fund. Probably not, though. We'll just see how we go. And then these feathers here is 210. Each one is $10. Little piggy banks here for a total of $2.50. Each little piggy bank is $5. I have this little flower challenge for a total of $3.20. Each flower is worth $10. I'm a bookworm, if y'all didn't know. I love books. So I've got a little owl sitting on a book, and then a pile of books here. And the owl is worth $15, and then the pile of books is worth $10. And then here, like I showed you before, this one is worth $425 in total. Each has its little icon for the dollar amount so that I have more options. And then I have another one that is worth $5.70, so a little bit more, and it has some higher numbers to get into. So that's a total of 9 challenges that I created, and then I have little envelopes for each. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these guys on in. The 100 envelope is still staying, like I said. And then also, before I throw those in, the month ahead challenge here, and then the Black Friday challenge I am going to keep. I am just, however, going to actually laminate the cards, and I have extra little envelopes here for those two. So after this video, I'll go ahead and I'll laminate these cards and switch them out. So let's get these guys in here. They are staying in the same order. These guys might move though. So I don't think I probably won't stuff all of these every single week. I doubt it. There's probably no feasible way for me to continuously stuff these every single week. So I'm not gonna panic if I can't. If I can get these guys to all go in. So I just want, yeah, like I said, I just wanted more options and less specificity. I didn't like constantly having to just do 20, 25, 20, 25, and then have the other ones that were a little bit more, like my deck of cards and my 100 envelope challenge, that were a little bit more randomized and kind of a little bit more up to chance. So, you know, that's where I'm at. So these two are going to be for the month ahead and the Black Friday, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw them on in here. So it's a little bit more flip-through-y And I like this a little bit more. So, since we're on the savings challenges, my goal, since I got rid of the 2K and the 5K, and I took those envelopes out, I have had this 8K challenge from Pink X Budgets for a year probably, and I intended on trying to get to it, but it just wasn't really feasible. So it has 52 little gems. It is a scratch off card, so I'm going to be trying to work on this one. I'm basically going to scratch off at least one gem every savings challenge and start working towards getting 8K thrown or put aside, basically. So if the money's there, I'll try and scratch more than two or more than one, but at least one minimum is gonna be the goal. And I think the range of this, because since I didn't make it, this is the only savings challenge that I didn't create. Underneath each gem, it's anywhere from somewhere between $130 and $175, I think. I think that's what it is. I'll have to double check before my first video. But yeah, so that's all of those. Like I said, gonna laminate a couple, and I'm gonna probably move the month ahead and the Black Friday up farther in the binder, but I'll figure that out once I laminate them. So it's a lot more savings challenges with much smaller totals and smaller dollar amounts to stuff per, which was the goal. All right, we're coming back over to my main high priority binder because we want to slide over to my main savings. My main savings, the $3,700 and some odd dollars in here, is getting moved. $3,709 in here is getting moved. This is the only envelope that I am starting over from nothing. I know some people prefer to, just start from scratch on all the envelopes and then just keep track of whatever it is and then whatever is in each envelope. But I'm totally visual, so keeping the money in there is kind of important to me for me to keep track of what's what. So that's that. So this is the only envelope that is starting over from zero. The money's not going away. It's not being spent or anything like that. But we are going to be moving that money to other places. So I decided to break it up into 4 different envelopes. $1,000, which I have a 1K slip here, is going to be going into school because I wanted to reseed that one. And then we're going to jump back to, not emergency fund, new car. New car is also going to get $1,000. So this actually has $9,020 because a new car is a goal of mine for this year. Like if I can at all avoid having my current car for another year, I'm gonna do it. So $9,000 in new car. So that's a pretty nice down payment. I just need to figure out where my money is going to be falling once I start paying for 100% of my rent instead of 50% of my rent. The last $1,000 is going into home, which is for a down payment towards a, new house, new townhouse, new condo, whatever future things come across me. So I wanted to start that one out a little bit higher, so $1,000 is going there. The last $700 is going into month ahead. So I'm only a few $100s short of the 10-month goal that I currently had set for, reseeding. If you've seen my Phantom Roommate binder stuffing videos, then you'd know I have set aside half of the money that I need for bills, utility, and power for 10 months, which is good through May since I started using it back in August. So I'm only a couple $100s short of that total for 10 months. However, if I can manage to keep that going, I am going to. So $700 is almost one full month's rent. So I have officially hit the 10-month. And I've officially hit the 10-month, but if I can push it out to 11 months or 12 months or 13 months or whatever, I'm going to, because this rent is so stupid expensive. I don't want to deal with it if I don't have to. So that is going in there. All right. So now on to the next thing. I have a couple of new envelopes here that I, thought about, and, what I wanted to add to my budget. One of them is for budgeting and for YouTube. So if I need new binders, new envelopes, or like these little desk masks aren't free. They're about $18 to $20 a piece, and I already have like 7 or 8 of them. So if I can put some money aside towards that, that'd be great. And if, and when I hit 1K, 2K, 5K, whatever it is, I want to have something already set aside and planned for, giveaways and stuff like that. Once I actually start accruing those subscriber numbers, if I do. And if I don't, cool, whatever. This is for me and to keep me accountable, and I just hope that it's helpful to somebody somewhere. And then I've got one for yearly subscriptions. This is for like I'm including my car tag, you re-up it every year or every 2 years depending on where you're at. You have to, for me, it's like an extra like $70 or $60 that I always seem to forget about. And then I have things like a Microsoft subscription, which is like another like $70 a month. I'm thinking about getting a Canva subscription, which is like $120 a year, that kind of thing. So I want to start putting money aside for those yearly subscriptions, and if there is money in them when those come due, then I'm going to start using it for that. So neither of these are particularly high priorities, really. They're actually kind of low priorities, but I definitely wanted to see if I could manage to get, the money set aside, basically. So these guys are going to go into my low priority sinking funds. But I guess before I put those in, I am just going to do a reshuffle on all of my envelopes. So these guys are coming out. I do know Me and Mine is going to be going into my high priorities just because it fits better there, I guess. For me mentally, because, I need to be able to buy myself toiletries and like new socks, new clothes, whatever it actually ends up being. Let's see if I want to shuffle any of these. I actually think that these are in a pretty good order, so I'm not going to mess with those at all as far as reordering them. But these guys are going to get reorganized. Oh, also, random is coming out. That one's going away. I mentioned it in my end of month, end of year update that is going away. And actually, the $20 that's in it, because while I'm thinking about it, is just going to start off my budgeting envelope here. So we're starting with $20. Yay. Get in there. Okay. So let's see. I need to actually see them all. I need to, we're going to do, yeah, okay. So I've got new tech, home goods, medical, I'm moving it up, pantry stock up. I'm actually going to move that closer to the front, I think, because, yeah. Social, then gifts, then budgeting and YouTube, and then yearly subscriptions. So let's get these guys on in here. These are new envelopes. I have to pop them through, and honestly, I love popping them out when they're not, using the binder to do it, because it's super satisfying for me, but oh well, this is what I'm doing. All right, and then up is budgeting and YouTube at the back. Come on, get in there. All right, and then gifts, social, medical, home goods, pantry stock up, and new tech. Yep, okay. So, yeah. So that is my little reshuffle. I don't, there's no money in here that I feel like needs to be somewhere else. Like the random envelope needed to go. But beyond that, I'm happy with where the money is. It's there for a purpose. I've basically minimized all of my envelopes to what I think I realistically need. I think the only one that is kind of fluff is probably social, honestly. Because, I mean, I barely go out, but I don't want to feel like I need to put money on a credit card if I want to go out, so, or use like one of my spending allowance envelopes. So everything else, honestly, it has a purpose, and you know, I think it covers, all of these envelopes cover, you know, the high points in my life that I tend to spend money. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. So yeah, I hope this wasn't too terribly long or too terribly boring. I'm going to go over my goals and whatnot from 2022, like if I hit them or anything like that. I kind of touched on it in my end of year, end of month update last Friday, but I think I'm going to go over it again. It's also going to be close to like 1 year on YouTube, so it's kind of going to be one of those. And then I'm kind of going to go into goals and plans for 2023 and, you know, all of that. And hopefully that won't be too long of a video. But this is Monday, so Friday will be my first paycheck of the year and of the month, which is why I wanted to get all of those nice and reshuffled and reorganized now, so that everything was in its place come that first stuffing. So y'all have a marvelous week. Hopefully your work week isn't too awful, and I will see you here on Friday for my first paycheck stuffing of January. Okay, y'all do something nice for yourself, you know, even if it's a glass of wine or a beer or whatever after work, just so you can relax. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know I love hearing from you. I do have a few regulars that comment, and I like hearing from them every single week. So join the club, okay? And I'll catch you Friday. Peace.